How do I write a resume for federal jobs? Have you ever wondered how to craft a resume that stands out for federal jobs? Writing a resume for these positions is quite different from the private sector. Federal resumes requiring more detail and must align closely with the job announcement. Let's break down the steps to help you create a winning federal resume. First, start by thoroughly reading the job announcement. Identify the qualifications, skills, and keywords that are essential for the role. Federal hiring managers and automated systems look for exact matches, so your resume should reflect the language used in the announcement. Next, pay attention to the format and length. Federal resumes are typically longer than private sector resumes, often spanning 4 to 5 pages. This length allows you to provide detailed descriptions of your work experience, education, and accomplishments. When listing your work experience, include specific details. For each job, mention the start and end dates, your job title, the employer's name and location, and the number of hours worked per week. Describe your duties and accomplishments clearly, focusing on the complexity of your work. Avoid using jargon and explain any specialized terms when necessary. It is important to customize your resume for each federal job. Do not use a generic resume for every application. Tailor your content to address each requirement and qualification listed in the job announcement. Highlight the experience and skills that are most relevant to the specific position. Federal jobs often requiring specialized experience. This means you must show at least 1 year of relevant work that matches the job's criteria. Be explicit about how your experience fulfills these requirements, providing examples and measurable achievements when possible. Incorporate keywords from the job announcement into your resume, especially in your work experience descriptions. Use competency-specific language to demonstrate your qualifications clearly to both human reviewers and automated screening tools. Quantifying your achievements can make a big difference. Whenever possible, include numbers, percentages, or dollar amounts to showcase your accomplishments. For instance, instead of saying managed budgets, say managed budgets totaling for $150,000. This adds credibility and illustrates the impact of your work. List your educational background, including degrees, certifications, and relevant training. Provide details such as the institution's name, location, and dates attended. Depending on the job, consider adding sections for volunteer work, awards, publications, or professional memberships if they support your qualifications. Finally, proofread your resume carefully. Ensure clarity, accuracy, and consistency. Make sure all required information is included and that your resume aligns perfectly with the job announcement. For those pursuing virtual assistant careers, emphasize your organizational skills, communication abilities, and experience with administrative tasks. Detail your proficiency with relevant software, scheduling, correspondence, and data management. Tailor your resume to show how your virtual assistant experience meets the specific administrative requirements of the federal job. By following these steps, you can create a federal resume that effectively communicates your qualifications and increases your chances of success in the federal hiring process.